you doing today? Come back with another video, and today I'm doing a full transcription video on how Joscho Stephan plays the main theme of the jazz standard All of Me. And All of Me is of course a very well-known jazz standard indeed, especially in jazz manouche, in swing jazz. I've just stolen this. I've stolen this entire solo from Joscho Stephan because it was just so brilliant. I've just took it from some random YouTube video. Maybe I've just glued some parts of how Joscho plays it from other YouTube videos and like made this theme of how he plays All of Me. There aren't a lot of transcriptions of Joscho Stephan on the internet, which isn't really a big surprise, of course, because how Joscho plays is, of course, incredibly difficult. It's like the most... it's the highest level of guitar playing out there. So if this is actually this is actually the most accessible thing you can play by Joscho Stephan, and even this is like incredibly difficult to execute or to really get into your fingers. It took me many hours. It's really the playing level of Joscho is like insane. So that's why there aren't a lot of transcriptions of Joscho Stephan online. And of course, if you improvise, it's like top tier level. It's like insane technique. That's why I wanted to make this transcription, to like make Joscho Stephan more accessible, because he is of course one of my favorite jazz guitarists out there, and I try to emulate him as much as possible and his little techniques, which we're going to go over right now. But if you want this full if you want this transcription fully tabbed out, so in a PDF file, so the full tab in PDF file, you can go to my PayHip and pay a very low amount of €2 to buy it. So if you want that, it's in the links in the description and the top comment as well. There's a link and you can buy the PDF right there. But without further ado, let's roll the clips, and I'll give you some explanation on how to play this wonderful theme by Joscho Stephan. Okay, so for the first phrase, you're playing a C major triad. C, G, and E, of course, the notes of a C major chord. You probably know that. So all downstrokes, because that's how gypsy players would play it, with downstrokes, I think. You could also alternate pick that, but I think it's cooler if you just downstroke those three notes. Anyway, then I play this lick. What I'm doing there is just, I'm just going over the things I do very quickly, of course. So I do a sweep, very common in gypsy jazz, of course. And then I alternate pick, so I do a sweep, alternate pick, down. And after this, it's really important. So after this down on this G sharp, it's a G sharp. So after the sweep and this alternate picking and then this down pick on a G sharp, you play another down pick. So you start with another down pick and then you down, up, down, down. So once again, sweep, alternate picking, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, muted, down, down on that double stop. So sweep, alternate pick, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, down. Then I play this. And I wanted to address this tiny detail if you think that's really interesting. It's just really a nerdy detail, but there's a difference between how Joscho plays his pull-offs and how Synthi musicians play their pull-offs, like the gypsies, the Synthis play their pull-offs. So I play it the Synthi way because I'm more influenced by Synthi musicians. I think how they play is really cool. So, but it's just a taste thing. Anyway, so how Joscho plays his pull-offs is like how you would like standardly, classically would play your pull-offs. Is that even word? I don't know. But it's he would play. So he would not. He would like clearly play that pull-off. Is what I meant to say. And how synthy musicians would play is it's a very tiny detail, but they would play like how I would play. They would play that pull off on the upstroke. So how they would do it is instead of. So that's just a tiny detail. I just want to throw that in. Maybe you find that interesting. Anyway, so throughout this whole lesson, you're going to see me play, or you're going to hear me play, is one would say, this the way synthy musicians would play it. But Joscho actually doesn't play his pull-offs like that. He plays it the more classical way. Anyway, so yeah, it's just then it's. So what I'm playing there is just. Again, I play it like the synthes, again, in this detail. So Joscho would play. But I play it in one smooth motion. So I play. That would be that if I would slow it down. So instead of. So that's just a taste thing. That's how synthy musicians normally play it. They play. So another like taste preference, and then very important on these double stops, so that you get those eighth rests in between, that you get that very clean, and also gradually increase the volume when you play it, so there it gets a little. It's like a wave. And then so you go forward and then you go backwards. So you lie it down. You come forward and then you lie down. Okay, really talking in abstract terms here, but that is just the way it is. Yeah, and that's everything for phrase 1. Okay, so then for phrase 2, I play this, which is just the same. It's just a down, up, down, down again, and then I play this phrase, which is quite tricky. It's one of the more difficult phrases of this entire solo. So it's when I'm playing there, it's just so I just rest my. It's all rest strokes, and there are tiny 8th rests in between. I think, yeah, or 16th rest. I don't know, 8th rests, it's all the same, really. It's just a pause in between, that's called a pause. I'm not really good at music theory, so, you do that, you just rest stroke, you just rest the, yeah, it's a rest stroke on the string below, bam, bam, bam. And then very important, after you do that, you can get like a schwung in your right arm, so bam, bam, bam. Very important that you get those pauses in between very clean. Do it with the metronome, of course. And then very important is that you don't play upstroke after this lick. So you don't play. But you do. It starts with another downstroke when you slide to the 10th fret. So. And then again, pull off. And then you do an upstroke slide, another upstroke, a downstroke, and a downstroke. So it's a really interesting picking pattern. You do rest strokes, downstroke, upstroke, upstroke, down, down. Really interesting. And then you just do a very simple sweep. Just very simple sweep, just sweep. Up, down, landing on the downstroke. And then also a very interesting picking pattern with this lick. This is you start with an. It's hard to explain, but there's a kind of schwung in my hand. So I'm playing a ghosted downstroke is what I call it. So it's very slowly. So I play this downstroke, but then I go up. So it starts with an upstroke. Ba ba up down. So it's a. It's this. So you play that muted string with a downstroke, but then you actually play it with an upstroke. So it's muted ghosted downstroke. See, I over-exaggerate that you hear that ghosted downstroke. You don't actually play that string, so ghosted downstroke, and then you play all upstrokes, of course. So up, down, up, down, up, slides, and you wanna be careful that you play this with an upstroke, so you can just get that chord right, because then you land that you perfectly otherwise agree. Then you have to do a double down with that chord, which is, I don't know if that's possible, but it's just easier if you do it like that. So that is the second phrase. Yeah, be careful, or just pay attention that you get those muted downstrokes in there, those ghosted downstrokes is how I call them. I just coined that term. And then you get all that strange picking right. So that is the phrase. That is phrase 2. Okay, so for the second phrase, I start off with alternate picking, but I start off with an upstroke on this lick. So it's just up, down, up. And then I play this. I play so up, down, up, and then I play a sweep, up, down, down. So it's very strange. You just play a sweep right there. You up, down, and then after this C note here, you play a downstroke. So down, down. On this B, and then you alternate pick, landing on a downstroke here on this G. So yeah, it's alternate picking, sweep, up, down, down, alternate pick, and then I do a roll. This is also a term I coined. It's a sort of a roll. So you play this. So in one smooth motion, you're going to sweep this C major chord. And then on the upstroke, you're going to add that B. And then you perform that. So it's almost like a roll. So it's like a roll with your left hands. So alternate picking, sweep, up, down, 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 alternate picking, and then a roll. And then you play this bend, and then all downstrokes with these double stops. And then just these chords. Then I play this. Which is just, pull-offs, really. But I played the gypsy, the synthy way. I play that instead of... I play... I play just the synthy way, and then I play then I play this lick. So what I'm doing there is I'm just doing a pull off, and then I'm doing a mini sweep right there, and then I play a full sweep, upstroke to the F. So pull off, mini sweep, full sweep, upstroke, sliding to the F, and then this lick. So it's very interesting, this lick. So you start off with a downstroke, and then you just alternate picking. So also alternate picking. So but starting on a downstroke. So it's, and then again downstroke, downstroke. And I play it like that. I play it. But Joscho doesn't play it that way. He does chromatic. So he plays it like that. But I find it really difficult to play this chromatic line. Like, then you have to play it And I find it's way easier to just play, just to skip this D flat right there. It's way easier to play it like that. So downstroke, 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 upstroke, and then play a sweep on those notes right there. So yeah, that is phrase 3. Okay, so for this last phrase, I play a pull-off and some chords. So this is what I'm playing. What I'm doing there is just a pull-off. And like I said, you can play it 2 different ways. You can play it like Joscho does. So like how you play a classic pull-off, and how the synthes play it would be. And then it's a pull-off, and then 2 downstrokes, and then it's an upstroke and 3 downstrokes in a row. So it's like that. It's and very slow to be. Up, down, 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 down. Okay, it's also really strange for me to think about that. And then it's down, up, down, 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 down. And I played with your pinky here, so you first played with your pinky, with your ring finger, I mean, so. And then you play it with your pinky. And then you just chords. Then just chords. Yeah, just these chords is really easy. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. My PDF with the full tab is on Payhip.